Three, two, one.
Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Movement.
How come I didn't say Beyond Movement that time?
Okay.
Beyond Movement. Okay. I want to, I feel like we talk about this a lot, but it's something that we need to refresh. Is there hair on your nose? There's little hairs on your nose? There's a lot of animals in this house. There's a lot of animals here. There's a big dog and a little cat.
But my microphone is the only one that's got...
Maybe Francis likes you, bro.
Oh my God, Francis. Okay, anyways. Sorry, you were saying?
You good?
Yeah, we're good. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Movement. Today, Eric wants to talk about...
I'm going to include all of this.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to rehash a topic. That topic is based off of motivation and discipline. Mm-hmm. So... I've told this to many of my clients before, but I feel like this is something that the world needs to hear, and they need to hear it like on a reoccurring basis. And that is like, in regards to your exercise or positive things that you're trying to do in your life, like eating clean, meal prepping, meditating, like exercising, anything that's positive in your life, you're not always going to feel 100% motivated to tackle said task. Motivation is fleeting. Mm-hmm. Like, and motivation, it's like a tease. It's quick. Like, I get motivated sometimes. I watch something on Instagram or Facebook, and it'll be like, oh man, like I get like a little burst of motivation. I'm like, I want to go and work out.
Then all of a sudden you want to do something.
I want to do something.
Yeah.
And then if I sit there and just let it pass, it'll just dissipate. And then that motivation, pretty much, she's gone. Like, she's gone.
Pretty quick.
Or I'll watch something on my phone, motivate me to exercise. I'm like, oh man, I want to work out. Oh man, I'm really feeling it. And then I go to the gym and I start my workout, and then my hips feel tight, or something's cranky, or maybe my body I didn't eat properly and I'm just drained. I start the workout and the body's not working properly, and I'm like, shit. That motivation goes from like 0 or like 100 to 0 because I'm like, I was so motivated. Mm-hmm. And now the motivation dropped because things didn't play into my favor. So motivation is fleeting. So it's discipline over motivation, and people need to understand, like, not every single workout you tackle is going to be your best workout. You're not going to love every single workout. This is what I've been telling people. I don't know where you agree or not. If you do 5 workouts, you'll have 1 kick-ass one, 2 probably decent, mm-hmm. maybe 1 so-so, and maybe 1 bad.
And guess what? We've seen people in the gym who's been members for like the last 5 years, and it's all like the most mediocre workouts you've ever seen, but they're there 5 days a week. And guess what? They still, just because of that discipline, that, you know what, there's no excuse. It's I'm gonna do it 5 days a week. That's just part of my life. As soon as I'm done work, I head to the gym. I do a little bit of something, I go home.
Yeah.
And they all look good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, it's just, people just, there's a part of me that's tired of hearing people be like, I'm just not motivated right now. I'm like, well, I've been working out a long time, mm-hmm. well over 10 years. Mm-hmm. I have not been motivated every single freaking workout, mm-hmm. but I will still go in and I'll move a little bit. Maybe I'll get motivated. Like, I posted something a long time ago that's like, people think they need to be motivated, then they will pursue action,
do the thing,
and then action equals result. But in reality, if you just take action on something, that can snowball affect your motivation, which will improve the result long term. Mm-hmm. And as long as you decide action is always your first step, I'm just going to take action and let the cards fall where they may, that motivation has more chance to snowball and roll and build up to be something bigger to produce that longer term result.
Just like anything else, when you lean in a little bit more and then take action, like, again, first thing.
Yeah.
I was talking to a client this morning. I'm like, hey, you're one of the clients that actually take advantage of the new app that we're working with, right? And I'm like, you put so much notes in there, and then it gives me, it's almost like a treat to a coach, because I can see all your progress, and then now I customize the week after for you, and then now you're getting excited because it's customized for you. It's not just like a 5-day workout this time, right? Like, it's got your own targets, your own personal targets embedded in it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's all because of one step. And that one step was you leaning in and saying, you know what? LJ said, take action. I'm going to do the workout and then I'm going to put all my results in. And that's it. And it's been like weeks for her of like just very excited every day because everything is now tailored fit to.
There's nothing better for a coach than having a client that's actually dialed in and actually does what you tell them to do. Yeah. When you go through your client roster and people
it's a treat.
People are not tracking things, they're not following through with things, or compliance is low. Yeah. It's like it's a treat when they're dialed in and taking notes, or to me, it's a treat even when they talk shit to me. If they you want to get a little sassy with me? Yeah, give me some back talk. Like back talk me a little bit. That's how I have fun like that. Yeah. Like if I have a client and they're giving me a little bit of back talk, I'm like, oh yeah, keep back talking me. Let's be playful. Like,
and again, to me, the clientele that we have, I don't think all of them needs that kind of tracking.
No.
Right? I don't think all of them needs that, 5 days a week kind of like discipline.
No.
We'll have older clientele. The goal is to just move. Goal is to just be independent. The goal is for them to just be able to do things that they still want to do at this point in time. Right? So I don't think them logging in all the results, hey, I lifted this dumbbell. No. It's literally more of a conversation now that's like,
that's something
my shoulder doesn't hurt.
That's
my
something
back
I struggle
hurt.
with.
Yeah.
So out of my client roster, ones who aren't tracking it, for example, I'll call out one of my clients right now. He's going to have to deal with it.
Yes.
He's going to have to deal with it.
Yes. First name, last name, phone number.
Email address, fax. Hung. My boy Hung.
Yeah.
I love you, Hung. You're a legendary Super Saiyan.
Before you say anything, he is jacked.
Oh, you like
this
Hung, hey?
Dude is
you need to stop
jacked.
Flirting with Hung.
I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, damn, that guy. I'm like, I look at my arms, I'm like, damn, his is bigger now.
He is getting like, he does look pretty jacked compared to when we first started. I have photos of him when we first started.
And I remember because
he looks like a beast now. He does battle some little bit of injuries, which Dynamic YYC helps us with. His low back kind of gets a little cranky, and we're kind of working through that right now so we can kind of get back to actually proper performance. But Hung, this boy's in the gym 5-6 days without fail, and he actually executes everything that I want. Every homework that I give him, you can see him actually putting it to work. When we tell him things, like between me and Dr. Ray, when we actually give him stuff to do, you can see that he's doing it. But the boy doesn't track it. So
he doesn't log it.
So I can't see it. So for accountability standpoint, if I take January, he's one of my worst clients. When I look at his system, I'd be like,
on paper,
Hung didn't do shit.
Yeah. You look at him.
But when you actually just keep an eyeball on him for a half second, you're like, damn, Hung's doing the most out of most everybody.
Puts on his earphones and does
executes.
Work.
Yeah, he does work. And he just trusts the process regardless of the injury that we're battling. But like, damn, like, so that's a struggle for me now as a coach. So like, do I bust on Hung to get him to track better so we can actually get a better accountability? Or should I just be happy with the fact that he's executing everything flawlessly?
Well, I think to me, the major thing, that's almost like just on you as a coach. The major thing that we want to give people, again, we're talking about discipline, is for them to come in 4 to 6 days a week, exercise, be healthier, be better. Done. I think he's done that, and I think you've done a great job training him to be that way.
It's my own OCD.
It's my own OCD. So that is what's killing you right now. But as far as results, man, he has a sexy beast.
Legend.
That one.
Yeah. Anyways, just to kind of bring us back on track here, maybe closing up. Discipline versus motivation, taking action regardless of how you feel. That's how you're truly going to get the results. The consistency of like just doing a little bit, or even just trying. Like I'll tell clients, they're like, oh, I'm not feeling good. Like, oh, it's a bad day. I'm like, okay, well, just try it. Like if I'm having a bad day, I'll just move for 5-10 minutes. And if the body wakes up and I feel good, like my last workout at my weightlifting club when I was at Valhalla, last Friday, I woke up so tired, beat up, had a huge breakfast, tried to fuel myself, still feeling beat up. So I went and got an energy drink. I don't drink energy drinks, but I'm like, maybe this like crash of sugar will give daddy what he needs. So I drink energy drink. I get to Valhalla. I'm warming up. I'm like, feel so beat up. It took me about 20 minutes before I got in the groove. And then I felt, way better. I was like, oh man, that's the best I felt that day. That entire day during the workout is when I felt the best.
And again, whether that workout benefited you or not, to in your head, it's like it's a good thing. It's a feel good thing for you that you actually executed the workout or the thing that you needed to do. You're very task oriented, right? So to you, that feels good.
Do you remember me talking about that guy Jocko Willink? He had that book called Extreme Ownership. Do you listen to his podcast?
No, I don't.
So he has a podcast. Super intense.
Is it better than ours?
No, his voice is cooler than yours.
Oh man, why you gotta do that to me?
Just go ahead, talk to yourself a little bit. I know
Why? Why?
He covered this topic, and again, this is always something on my mind: discipline, motivation, taking action, just to improve your life. Doesn't need to be exercise at all. It could be reading a book, right? People are like, oh. So he said this on his podcast. It's like, oh, like, I really want to read a book, but I don't have time. I really want to get up at 6 a.m., but I don't have time. I really want to exercise, but I don't have time. He's like, well, you need to check your priorities because you don't really want that shit. Because if you did, if the need,
it'd be done.
If the want was great enough on your priority list, discipline will find you. He's like, discipline is not something that you create. Discipline is like an answer to the question of like your want. Does that make sense? It's like, if you want it bad enough, discipline will just come, or passion or excitement. They will just come in and fuel it. So if you're like not feeling motivated at the gym right now, the gym being what we primarily talk about, maybe it's because your goals are shit. Because your goals are shit, the discipline's not finding you because it's not a priority. It's not important enough. You don't want it bad enough. So if your goal is like, oh, I just want to like lose 10 pounds and just tighten up, yeah, you'll look a little bit prettier, but how long is that going to last? And do you care in the long run, or is it more about how you feel, how your mindset is? Like, just that. Like, I really struggle with that.
To me, I guess in my mind, when I think about discipline, it's discipline is like just doing the things that you need to do in a timely manner.
For me,
right?
it's doing the things you need to do, regardless of circumstance, regardless of how you feel.
Exactly, right? So, and every failure that we see out there could be from weight loss, could be weight gain, it could be business-wise, career, relationships. Those disciplines, when you don't do it, it's just the opposite. It's neglect. When you neglect the little things, that's when they pile up, and then it becomes a failure later on.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure
you feel the pain later,
right? And again, neglect and discipline. What makes those two is just your choice, your decision-making skill. So, should I do this? Should I not do this? What's the risk? What's the reward? It's all about your choice at that particular moment. Do I choose to work out? Yes. Do I choose to eat good? Yes. Do I choose to eat bad? Yes. Okay. Well, whatever you choose, whatever your choice is, it will pile up one way or another, whether you know it or not.
Yeah. And then
it will.
6 months, like, again, you are a product of your habits.
Exactly.
So everything that you are right now is 100% created by small, little, minute details that you do daily. Yep. Again, we discuss it. I think we need to dig into this another episode, though. Our non-negotiables. We almost need to sit down, not even on a podcast, but like I think we just need to hash out some non-negotiables for ourselves, really get clarity on it, and then talk about it again. Non-negotiables being shit that you do regardless of circumstance to make sure that you are living the life you want to lead.
We can do that.
Be smart.
But
be smart.
Better choices. Better choices. Everyone struggles with it. We're not perfect. We're not perfect.
Except
very close to it, but we're not.
Wow. Okay.
We're not perfect by any means, and we mean well. We just want to share what's on our mind. Just make it's again simple. When you're in that crossroad, just what was that?
That was my.
Was
elbow.
that your Dr. Ray?
Ray, my elbow.
When you're at the crossroad, should I eat this? Should I not? Is it good for me? Is it bad? Just choose to do the good one. Just make a good choice. One on top of the other. Just make good choices.
To wrap this baby up, Eljay's advice is just be better.
Just be better. How hard could that be?
If you guys like this message or spoke out to you, please give it a share. That would mean a lot to us.
Please share.
Share this message.
Tag. There's a lot more people that needs to hear this.
It's true. For now, we'll catch you guys later.
Thanks for listening. Till next time.